Good morning, everyone. This is Mike Rennick. I'm a broker associate with Team Rennick Real Estate Services, part of that great Keller Williams on the Water family. It's Monday morning. It's July 9th. It's great to be here. Another beautiful day. The temperature forecast is lower 90s, sunny today. There's a little bit of a light breeze. We must be in Florida. It's great, and I really enjoy the opportunity to share with you. We take the time each and every week to talk about the market, because whether you're a buyer or a seller, I feel it's imperative to understand what's happening so that you can get the best price no matter what side of the table you sit on. For example, if you're a buyer and your area that you're trying to purchase in is a seller's market, we have to have a different kind of strategy. Conversely, if you're a seller and it's a buyer's market, the strategy is different, and so on. So by looking at the data, staying on top of things, that's how we're able to excel for our clients. And we do work with both buyers and sellers, and that gives us a huge strength. Because of that, we know the psychology of both. We know how to work both effectively. At the end of the day, the key is getting our buyer the best possible price, or if we're on the selling side, getting our seller the best possible price. So let's take a look at what we have. If I hit the right buttons here, let's see if we can make this happen. What I'd like to do is, our plan right now, and we keep modifying this a little bit, is the first Monday of every month we'll talk about sales. So last Monday I shared the sales plan. You can find it up on my website, michaelrennick.com. And we saw the trend of sales are still staying strong. This week we'll look at prices, because if the market's rising or falling, we have to behave differently. Next Monday we're going to look at how long it takes to get properties sold. And the last Monday of the month, what the inventory levels are. So to go through this quickly, because it will be up there in as a blog shortly. When we look at Sarasota County, we see the numbers right now. $234 is an average dollar per square foot. And I like to look over the long term. Next week, I'll draw the lines in. But last year at this time, it was a 201. So we see that prices on all are, over the long run, are still rising. We do see they're falling a little bit since the peak of November, but we know that's a stronger selling season. So right now in Sarasota County, we see prices are going up. When we move over to Manatee County at $172 a square foot in June, last year was $170. We see them kind of up a little bit, but there's a level trend there when we look from the past year. Again, looking long term will give us a better picture and eliminate any monthly blips that may occur. So here in Manatee County, prices are a little more flat when we look at the data. When we jump over to Longboat Key at 400 and I'm having a hard time reading these, with $432 a square foot, and I'll make these charts bigger next week. It's actually down a little bit from last year. So we see some variation in Longboat Key. The highest month was November. Well, it's expected in the winter months. And then we saw it trending down in December and then kind of back up again. So Longboat Key is a mixed market. So we're C1 where the prices are going up. We see a market where they're kind of level, and Longboat Key is all over the board right now. When we go into Holmes Beach, where are we at 448? At 448 a square foot. And we look in June, it was 462. So that's down a little bit. Overall, again, the big spike in January. But when we take that out of the equation, we see prices kind of stable, kind of similar. Siesta Key at $214 a square foot. June last year was 201. So prices on average are going up. Of course, we have to make sure we take into account the winter months and the activity that we see on the islands. And then when we jump over to Venice at 182 versus last year of 168, prices are definitely rising in Venice. If we look at the city of Sarasota at 227, last year prices were 215, so on the way up. And in Bradenton, when we look at 159 versus last year of 149, it's on the way up, but not quite as fast. So overall, what does this mean? It means that the market is mixed. We see some areas where prices are going up, and we see some areas where prices are not going up. That's why it's important to stay on top of this. If you go out to my website, michaelrennick.com, you'll find more detail there. But the key is, and a lot of folks are reaching out and asking for an analysis for their area, we need not to look at a high level. We want to actually take this thing down to a more micro level. So if you're in a condo association and you're getting ready to buy or sell, we would look at it down at that level. We would start big and we would drill down. If you're in a home, we look in the subdivision that you live in. What's going on? Like out here in Longboat Key, which is where I'm setting this morning, we have areas where prices are going up tremendously. But there's a couple of areas because of involvement with higher HOA fees and board activity, the market has gone the other way. We need to know that so we can leverage that for you. So those of you that have reached out and asked for an analysis, I hope you found it helpful. If you need anything, let us know. You can reach me at michaelrennick.com, or let me give you my personal cell. We give those out to prospective clients, so you can reach us directly 7 days a week. You don't have to go through an office system. It's 941-400-8735. I'll capture this video. I'll turn it back into a blog. We'll put it back up on Facebook. It'll definitely be on the website, michaelrennick.com. Going forward, let me know how we can help. Take care, everyone. Have a great Monday. Have a great week.